Hey, I have decided to walk away from spirituality totally and from all of the blessings or emotional support or spiritual support I've been receiving from a variety of spiritual teachers or from uh, meditation masters, uh, psychologists, coaches in internet. I have made decision that uh, if life is not giving me something, then that mean it's not meant to be given to me. And yes, and mm, I decided that I stop using those people, those spiritual, in my perception, spiritual leaders, and those to whom I was more drawn toward. And I am in life situation the way I am in life situation. Apparently, there are some people who believe, I don't know, I learned that some people might be jealous of me, like I am in some kind of special state or special life situation. Well, I don't think they would like to go through my path. I can bet they wouldn't want to. So I would like to make for those uh, who feel jealousy to make easy for you uh, to go with yourself with peace, because it wasn't easy path, and you wouldn't like to be on my place. I can assure you, whoever there is, you wouldn't like to be on my place. And anyway, another challenges, another night, dark night of the soul. To last night I woke in 3 a.m. and well, I suffered. I had lots of negative thoughts about my life situation, about my needs, and uh, I've been hurting, like I received this pain, like as if the knife has been uh, stabbing my heart, just hurting so much. And anyway, I survived this crisis. I had suicidal thoughts. I wanted to finish with myself. Um, I was thinking that I didn't ask about all of those meditation revelations. Life forced me to it. I wanted something else. I ordered something else. Sometimes I believe that the things we don't mind, like we don't ask for, are being given to us. Someone else would ask for it, and someone else who has so many things that we might want, we might have desire for, they receive so easily. Everyone has their own karma, I suppose, and others enjoy things we are lacking, and others might desire things we didn't ask for, and we receive so so easily. And they talk about it in the internet, about those miracles they experience, something like this. And I am receiving all of those miracles and all of those revelation in meditation, all of those clarities, and it seems like I'm not even interested in those things. And maybe I should make videos about those miracles. Maybe people would enjoy it, the things I saw, and no physics could explain. Okay. um, For me, the most important thing is my well-being and my mental state, my well-being, my emotional health. And I had those kind of thoughts which told me that I'm just using all those spiritual teachers, spiritual masters. I'm not sure if I ever loved them, even if I wasn't deluded. I felt like I don't love them anymore because they were not even um, approaching me or anything like this. They were never seeking me. It was always me. It was always me. I was seeking them. I was loving them. I was loving to this meditation, this Tibetan master. I was crying to his pictures. I was loving. I was I was loving them, not other way around. And I realized this, and because I decided for this isolation, I'm not going to seek them anymore. I will not seek them anymore. No more. No more YouTube love giving, no more ruminating about being in relationships in which I am not. No more deluding myself, no more rumination, safety seeking, illusory safety seeking out there in internet, when in fact I am alone for all my life and I struggle on my own I will not put a label or comments upon among whom I was struggling. Okay, among hardships. Okay, among hardships. And no more momentarily rescuing me or giving me momentary relief from harms received or from injuries received from people in society, so on, so on. I'm not going to seek anymore relief, momentary relief. I even stopped to listen mantras or uh, frequency music in order to heal myself emotionally, mentally, or any other way. I decided if I have this already, I have this already. I don't have to spend any more time listen to others in order to transcend something more in me, in order to deserve a true friendship, in order to deserve a relationship, in order to deserve to be lovable. I'm not going to work upon myself and what I was seeking from them. I was going there also in my good times. It wasn't like I was using them because something bad had happened. No. Perhaps from curiosity, I was checking out what they have to say out of perhaps my own curiosity also. It wasn't like I was only using them for my emotional support or an illusion I am not alone in life. Because when I am alone, I'm miserable or whatever. And I decided, whatever there is, okay, I'm isolating myself. Although, from my perception, I was always isolating myself most of the time, but maybe not on a thought level. So, whatever there is to meet inside of me, okay, if life decided me to be here, then fine. And I'm not seeking anymore for an illusory relationships, which are not relationships. If I can't relate face to face with someone physically in real life, then it doesn't count. It doesn't count for me. I'm not seeking there any support, any friendships, any relationships on social media, in YouTubes or anything like this. And I am challenging myself and freeing myself from this ridiculous lifelong ruminating, falling in love with someone out there, and people who doesn't seek me, who doesn't want me, and me being stuck around hardships and trying to survive among hardships. uh, I have enough of this. And yes, and first challenges appeared. So very strong wave of negative thoughts, waking up in the middle of the night, suicidal thoughts. It's not better to finish with myself. Just let go of this. I don't want the struggle anymore, and things like this. And but it passed. So I managed somehow to wake up. I felt disgust about my kitchen. I cleaned the kitchen, and I felt no matter how much I would clean it, I can't get rid of this yucky feeling, this disgusting feelings. I went for a very long walk, and also I had this promise that I will try to eat a little bit less, because I was believing that maybe if I focus myself on being hungry, then my heart will not suffer so much. I would prefer to suffer hunger than to suffer on the heart level. So, but it's not like I have a problem with food. I don't like food. No, it's not true. I enjoy a lot food. So it's not like anorexia or something like this. No, it's like trying to replace my focus from thinking to hunger. Although I noticed that actually this practice brought a lot of thinking, so I don't know if I could uh, and there also was an self-hatred thoughts appearing in my mind in the morning. But then I realized I am all by myself, and no one can really no one really cares if I hate myself or love myself. It doesn't matter anyway, those thoughts. And I was putting upon myself the worst possible judgments there are in the world. And to be honest, it didn't affected me. Like I didn't felt like it affected me any negative way. I could put on myself the worst judgments, the worst crappy words, and to be honest, it didn't affected me. I don't know, if I wanted to punish myself for something, it didn't work, because I didn't punish myself with negative thoughts and beliefs about myself and self-judgments. It didn't make any impression on me, or energetic. It didn't hurt me energetically or anything like this. So I stopped, and actually I looked around, and I was like, so what if I love myself or hate myself? Like, so what? Who cares? Who is here to care actually? Like, whatever, who cares? Like, I look around, and I realized, like, hey, like, it doesn't matter, I'm alone, like, who cares? Okay, so I went for this walk, and I came back from this walk and I realized like I was never good at uh, almost never. Uh, I forgot this word. Oh. I was never good at. I forgot this word. At starving myself. I was never good. Maybe when I was teenager, I wanted so much to lose weight. So a little bit back then. But in my adulthood, I was very much like reasonable about my eating. I wasn't hard on myself, and uh, I wasn't trying to be too good, like eat too much. Also, I was seeking more balance. But today, I was eating just very light breakfast, and to be honest, now I'm hungry, and that's fine. I'm just hungry. It's not something I can't survive or anything like this. I'm just hungry. It's not like I have to eat now, right away. I wouldn't go to the restaurant and I wouldn't make an great drama. Where is my food? Don't you know, people, who I am? I should get my food. Where is my happy meal? People, you don't know who I am? I achieved so much. I have transcended so much for you. You don't know who I am. I pay you. Where is my food? There is so many people, but you don't know that I am here, the most important person, and I am waiting, and I am not a waiting guy or something. No, I wouldn't do big drama to the waitress or in restaurant because I pay, and I am not the kind of guy who is going to wait because you don't know who I am. This is a scandal to pay so much and I have to wait. I worked for it so hard, so I want this food, and better it was good food, blah 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 blah. How strange, how strange that when we practice to be the least problematic for the world, to make for others the least problem there is possible, and still they act like we were the biggest problem for them. Like how much we are still not making them happy. Anyway, I'm a little bit curious how the things go now when I am not relying upon others and others. Anyway, those people exist only in internet. It's not like we are friends, we are going together somewhere. It's not like relationships that we care about. Perhaps it was only self-distraction. Self-distraction? Uh, no distraction. Getting my attention in avoiding myself and getting my attention out there instead of staying within myself and focus on myself. Perhaps I was thinking that maybe because some people, I learned recently that I have some sort of light. I didn't even know. I'm honest, I didn't know. And even my previous friends told me that um, this um, this mistake I did, this last boyfriend, an unfortunate boyfriend, that he chose me because I had some sort of light within myself. And to be honest, I didn't even know. I didn't know. So I gained this conclusion that maybe because giving so I've been listening so much of those enlightened beings and spiritual meditation masters from Tibet, and he had this wonderful quality of light. So I was thinking that maybe this light that my friends told me that I had, maybe that was the light I received from him. And I went to this foolish relationship. I thought this is going to be nice because I thought, oh, I attracted this very good Tibetan spiritual master, and he was very, very, very good. And I was thinking, oh, and he was very peaceful. And I was never attracting people into my life who were so quiet. So I was thinking, wow, some progress has been made on my part, because I was always drawn toward people who made a lot of drama, like they were creating so much drama around themselves, because subconsciously I've been perhaps seeking some sort of unconsciously some sort of something known, noise. Previously I couldn't hear people who were in this level of quietness, inner quietness. So I was like, when I attracted to this Tibetan master, I was like, wow, I must have made some progress, because it's impossible for me to get this quiet, to get my mind this quiet so I could hear him, because he was so quiet. He wasn't speaking very complicated philosophy, very understandable language. He was speaking very understandable language, and he was very quiet. And so I felt so happy. I have found attraction to someone like this, and I felt hope, that there might be hope finally for me. And I went to this stupid relationship. I thought, oh, now I am going to attract. Although, to be honest, no, I loved this. I loved sincerely this monk, and but some you might say a coach told me that I'm ruminating. I love someone who is not even present in my life. Just get real, go into relationship. You haven't been in a relationship 10 years. Go find someone. Relationship is also a practice, is also a spiritual practice. So I went into this relationship. And I had very, very low self-esteem if I got in a relationship with this boy, because the way he was treating me, sometimes he wasn't. Anyway, he was less cruel than my father and my brother, but still, I really had to have very low self-esteem if I allowed him to treat me this way sometimes. And yet I was going back because my friends at work said that they have experienced with their boyfriend something similar. And if I wanna be in a relationship, I have to accept that guys are like this. And I have to accept this. So I was giving him chances because I was thinking, and that was if I could choose today, I wouldn't go into this relationship. And first red flag he has shown me, the way he was speaking, uh, very vulgarly about his girlfriends or about women, or I saw those first signs, the way he was treating his nephew, where he was giving pictures on Instagram how loving uncle he is, and the way there was so many red flags. I wouldn't go for it today. I wouldn't. It was such a huge mistake, and I was deluded. I thought, oh, if I attracted, I had to this monk who has achieved such a quiet mind, and I can hear him, and my hearing got so cleared, and therefore I'm life and God, and is going to bring me someone really really nice, and I'm going to be in nice relationship. Well, I haven't been in a nice relationship. It would be understandable if relationship like this had happened before my spiritual practice, like 30 years ago. That would be understandable. But after 10 years of celibacy, after 10 years of spiritual practice, and doing lots of work on myself after all of this trauma and all of these abuses, and living in very not supportive environment, living in an environment who was constantly trying to pull me back asleep. The sum up after this last relationship, which had happened so long ago, 4 years ago. I don't know for how long I'm going to punish myself for this. Although no, I'm just talking about this. I'm not punishing myself anymore. Although whilst being I don't know, the sum up is I had to have very, very low self-esteem if I got involved myself in this relationship. From the very beginning, he was giving me signs he is not respectful toward woman. And he was giving me a view of a woman, for his view of a woman. From the very, very beginning, he was giving me signs of who he is. And I was trying to convince him upon my worldview. I was teaching him an empathy or a compassion, trying to convince him my perception and my perspective. I was teaching him how he should think and what he should believe. And I left my family. I has found this boyfriend, and I was going with him to his family, and his family was drinking a lot, and they were very much deluded. The same like my family. I just exchange one unhealthy environment for another unhealthy environment. Bravo me. Sometimes I inquire mm, if it wasn't better when I was totally asleep, like I was not aware. And I was naively believing everything is going well. I had those few friends, we were having fun, and we were joking a lot, we were laughing a lot. I had some job, although no, I struggle a lot with myself, with my psyche. I used to struggle a lot my lifetime of insomnia, and it wasn't because I was jealous of someone else of there, because some spiritual leaders say that some people don't sleep at night because they are so jealous of them. No, I wasn't. I wasn't suffering insomnia because I was so jealous of people out there and something like this. No, I had lots of trauma, and I felt very much alone, not supported, lonely, and I felt like I was afraid of another day, of another struggles, of different, so many different. I was just afraid of another day. I didn't want it another day. Maybe I was afraid of insomnia itself. But I can assure those spiritual leaders who believe that I was suffering insomnia because I was compulsively thinking of someone there who has something what I don't have. No, that were not my thoughts. Sometimes I wasn't sleeping because I was afraid I'm going to see again this crazy screaming boss at me that I haven't done something, and I was fixating myself about the things I haven't done and I have should done, and if I haven't forget done something, and I was obsessing about things like this. It was more like neurosis because I've been in an environment which was not supportive for me, only screaming about expectations. And they were so pleased. Oh, you couldn't sleep at night because you were so focused. You couldn't, because you were worried, you didn't do those things. Oh, and the screaming is working. Oh, my screaming is working, my control is working. She couldn't sleep all night. Literally, those narcissists are happy I didn't sleep all night. I saw it. I told her I couldn't sleep at night because I was worried. I had impression I forgot to do something at work. And she was so happy I didn't sleep all night. My screaming at you is working well. You didn't sleep at night because you were thinking about my business. Oh, me. Ah, I neglected someone in order to work for me well. For such a shitty money. Wow, I am such a boss. Narcissists are like this. They don't feel sorry for you that you don't sleep all night because they scream at you and then they have so many expectations. And sometimes I was fantasizing when I was angry because she invested so much in me, her rage. So I was raging and I was imagining I am taking her head and throwing her head against the wall, and I was just I was imagining like I'm killing this boss, and I am just taking her fucking head, and I am killing her head hitting her head against the wall, and that was giving me peace and relief. This is how much I hated her. Those narcissists perhaps believe that I was so jealous of her. I was imagining, because I taught at jobs to someone, that I was dreaming at night that I was imagining killing her, this boss. I said the truth. They were perhaps scared that I am capable of doing this if I was imagining this. Maybe I would, I don't know. But for sure she was my enemy and I was imagining to kill her, and I hated her dearly. I hated her. But I didn't kill her, but I hated her, and she invested a lot of hurts inside of me, a lot of pain. I was trying my practice of no reaction, and I was trying to practice like not giving a damn. But anyway, karma is working somehow, because very soon she broke her hand and she couldn't work with us, and she disappeared. And that was, of course, the best time at work, and everything was working quite well without her. There was peace at work.